Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I don't know whether this is that cool, but it kind of is. And pretty simple to draw and a lot of tools to use. So I thought I'd share it. We're going to start off with a text, and I'm going to use a capital, and this time I'm going to use capital B. And it's so small I can't even see it. Let me make sure I even did it because I'm zoomed in so far. There we go. Now I'm going to get my pick tool and make it bigger. Size doesn't really matter, but I think I make it thick. And then I'm going to go left click, right click, and just get an outline. Now I'm going to make this wavy line in several ways to do that. Take a 2-point line and go to the distort tool and pick right here to zipper. And then just start adding, you're adding nodes or points. And then you got to go back and forth with your angles. And then you can make your altitude bigger, as you can see. And then get it about right there. Let's zoom in here. Go back to that tool and go right here to smooth distortion, and you're going to get that wavy line. Now I'm going to go ahead and make that line black, and I'm going to make it a little bit thicker than a hairline. And this is where, just kind of play around with your artistic ability. Now, I can do this manually or do it a couple of ways, but I'm just going to do it manually. I'm going to Control D. While holding down the Control button, I'm going to get that right underneath that other one. Pretty close. And then I can get Control D. Well, whenever you have to do it, you know what? It might be easier for a lot of people to go let's go like 0.25 and Control D and make a duplicate. That's pretty good. And then just Control D all the way around so you get this wavy line. It needs to be quite a bit bigger than your letter. Well, I just hit one part of the blend. Let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to go to Object and convert the outline to an object. And I'm also going to go in and make sure they're grouped together. I'm going to group them together. Now I'm going to take my B, but I don't want it. And there are several ways you could do this. You could do it with the easiest way for me to do it is just use the perspective. So I'm just going to draw a square, but then I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. And let me move my lines out of the way. And then I can take this B and I can go up to a object and add perspective. Now I can take this corner and put it in that corner. Take that corner and put it in that corner. The box is just giving me a guideline, basically. So that way your B kind of looks like that. Now we can take our box away. And it actually looks like it's a little bit too big, but we're going to make it work. We can make it smaller or make our lines bigger. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. And you could play around with where the lines intersect. You could spend a lot of time, taking that and just kind of moving it where it's going to be right there on that edge. And then, just kind of play around with it. Now select them both and go right here to intersect. And what that did, that intersected that line. And we just want this wavy line. We don't want the outline anyway. For some reason, when you do that, it does that. So then you need to take and fill it in with black and take away the outline. Now what we can make it a little bit smaller this time. I am going to Control D to make a duplicate, but I'm going to make the new one a lesser color. So you can see I got black down here. I'm going to make it a lesser color. So I've got a gray. And because we've got our nudge factor set on little, let's just nudge that up. Now we want, and this is where your artistic ability, we want to make sure the gray is on top. And you can see that the gray is on top of the black. Because then and you could go further with this, but I think that's good enough. select them both and go to effects and blend. And I'm going to blend them 99 times. And look at that. We're already kind of there. Let's take if you were going to print this on a blue shirt, or, maybe not a black shirt because it wouldn't really show up. Object, order, back of page. It really makes it kind of stand out. I mean, if you really look into it, we could actually blend it more times and you'd have maybe a smoother blend. Let's just try that. I don't like going that far, but let's go 400 blends, see if it made any difference. Of course, it just looks good. And when you zoom in, you can't see the blends. And you could use a lighter color, on the blend, like right there, and we can make it a little bit lighter. Let's see what white would. Well, that looks pretty good. And it's funny how far away it looks different. Take a blue box, put it to the back of the page. See, the blend is actually slowing down my laptop because it's having to kind of reset that blend because there's so many blends. But see, this way you can't see the blend. Anyway, give that a try. I mean, you wouldn't want to do the whole alphabet with it, but if you had, and it not necessarily needs to be a letter. It could be, I might even make a second video with just using a round object. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.